Okay, we got them all stapled in the back. And you can see this is an aggressive turn here. This brisket is right here. Very, very aggressive turn. I'm going to start off here by tucking our nose in place. This is a temporary tuck. You always want to make sure there's usually a black spot right here in the buck. Make sure that's centered, but again, we have a lot of adjusting to do before we have to worry about that. But I just tucked the nostrils in place here real quick. And got that kind of sort of centered. Now, the great thing about having these mounting stands right here is I like to rotate them up here when I'm working on them. And I can see what else I got here. Tomorrow I'll like put some hide nails back here and all that good stuff. So, okay. Now, what you can do is tuck it wherever you like. We're going to tuck the front here. Okay. We need 1 second here. We need some clay. I use a little bit of clay in the seam, in the crack. It tends to trap the skin in here. And then also in the corner right here. Okay. Now, what we need to do, this is the back corner right here. Okay, I just found it. And just trying to move this taxidermy here a little bit. This back corner. We're going to tuck this in right here. Okay, and then this is called a lipper tool, lip tucking tool. And I'm just going to tuck it in, just like so. Make sure he's all lined up. Okay, well, that's good. And keep in mind, this is just, you're watching it live right now. It's very, very soft. It's going to take several days to put detail into this buck and get him looking good. We're just getting the lips tucked right now. So, okay, I'm going to rotate him this way so you might be able to see him a little bit better. And you can see, not purposely, but I bumped the nose already. 2 seconds, but that's okay. A little bit more clay here. But what I like to do is take a little bit of worm of clay, and put that right in that crack here, right in the seam. And what I'll do here is reposition our skin where it goes. I'm going to find that corner, find a corner in the skin here, and tuck that in. Like so. Pull this down. Okay. Just like so. And then again, you can rotate them some more. Just make sure, like this, I put a T-pin in here to hold it. Make sure you're aware of where your pins are, so you don't come up with a surprise here. Alright. Now, what I typically like to do is accentuate a little bit and lock it in here a little bit. A little bit of clay. Give them a little fullness to that area right here. I'm hoping this works out because it seems to be fitting a little a little bit tight here in this area, but let's try it. Need to stretch this thing out a little bit. Feel like a guy trying to stretch a deer that's a fish that's half an inch too short here. We're trying to make them legal. We're doing the same thing here. This whole buck's been quite a handful for us today. I think James can agree with that. We'll get him. He's just being kind of tough on us today. There we go. Alright, we got that tucked in there. And what I like to do, I tucked in that lip, but I want to show some front lip here. But here it is right there. For today, that's fine. I want this hide to stretch out some more around there. It seems to be a little tight right in that area. This is supposed to be a big old Oklahoma buck. Not as big as I ordered. Nice. It's a nice gate. Okay. You lock them in place here a little bit, and we're gonna do a little bit of work on the eyes here. Okay. Now, the only place I know where it goes is the front corner of the eye. Okay, which is the coracle or cornunculus. It's the only place I actually know where this eye belongs. I like to open my eye up and pre-stretch it carefully. Carefully is a good word. Carefully pre-stretch it. And I pull my inner eye skin out, okay? You see what I got? Pre-stretch it, okay? I'm using an eye tucking tool actually. Okay, then find the front corner and tuck it in. Now, from here we can tuck down. I've done a lot of them, so we're going to tuck this area up. And again, this is very, very wet right now and very soggy. Going to take quite a bit of time, 3-4 days probably, to get some type of look to these eyes here. We're just trying to tuck it in and get a little shape to it. And then what I do is I use these insect pins, okay, very, very small pins. What we're going to do is the front corner of the eye, coracle or cornunculus, I'm just going to take a pin here and I'm going to secure that area where it goes, okay, with the pin, okay? Okay. Take your tucking tool, just give her a push down there. That's going to anchor that skin in place where it needs to go, okay? Now, you can see it's quite squinty looking and all that, and all that detail we put into this thing, it's there, but it's under there. So, what I'm going to do, this is the buck's left eye. I'm going to use the left tucking tool, this eye tool here, and just going to push this in place here to give them a little bit of shape to them. I'm just going to start cutting a little eye in there, just starting it. And it's very rough. I got a lot more. It's got a lot more drying to do, and you can see very squinty looking right now, but it needs to dry quite a bit. There's a lot to do. You need to tuck this. You need to tuck this this area right in here, the tear duct area, we need to tuck that in. Now there's several tools we could use for that. I'm trying to find my tear duct slot is what's important here, okay? Trying to find that slot and roll it in. Okay. You can see this eye is very, very soft. It's too soft, actually. And you can see that. This is where it goes, but too soft right now to even really play with them. But like I said, I'll put a little bit of detail. But I like to let this thing sit up for, oh, at least a day before you even mess with it. It's just, there's high paste and water, and the cape is soaked, and even though it tumbled. Okay, we'll kind of sort of leave it like that. And let me get on the other eye, and I'll catch up to you in a few minutes. We'll do a little positioning. With the ear butts and comb them out and brush them out, and we'll catch up to you in a few minutes, and we'll see what he looks like then.